Hello, this is Heather from Mind, Body, Being. In this video, I'd love to share with you a very powerful exercise. It's an exercise that you can do if you're single and looking to attract new love into your life. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because I had this conversation with a dear friend of mine last night on the phone. And she was asking me to describe the exercise so that she could do it for herself. Because what she was realizing was, even though she feels like the relationship has come to an end, it's in the past, she's not looking back at the relationship, she's moving forward. And even if she can feel that she's able to forgive him for the way things ended, and she's moving on, and she doesn't even want to think about him or the relationship anymore, she's starting to realize that she's ready to invite new love into her life. But there seems to be something that might be blocking it. Something that is perhaps not yet complete with that past relationship. So the first thing I'd like you to do is reframe the way you talk about your past relationships. A lot of times we say, I broke up with him, he was a total asshole, or he broke up with me and it broke my heart, or, whatever it might be. And male, female, doesn't matter. So we all end up with broken hearts at one time or another in our lives. And oftentimes, if the relationship has come to an end, it might not have been that pretty, right? I mean, there aren't too many people out there who end amicably and feel really happy about the ending of the relationship. One person is usually suffering at the end of the relationship more than the other, or there's just a lot of fighting and anger and it's just not nice. So if you are looking to invite love into your life and you're wondering why it's just not coming, you might want to use this exercise and really do it fully, 100%, give it your all. Okay, so go grab a piece of paper and a pen and I'll let you know exactly what you can do to bring completion to your past. All right, so the first letter, there's going to be 3 letters that you're going to be writing, and they are addressed to the person that you were in your relationship with. So, dear so-and-so. All right, the first letter, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to reconnect with that place inside of you that felt hurt. Reconnect to the place inside of you that was angry, that was disappointed, that was sad, that was frustrated. Reconnect with the frustration, reconnect with the anger, reconnect with the disappointment, the hurt, the pain, the loss. Reconnect with those emotions that you felt while you were in the relationship. Go back to that place and write it out. Write out everything that person did that made you upset. Write out all the reasons why you were angry or could be or perhaps should be angry at that person. Let out your frustration. Let out your disappointment. Let out your hurt. Call them names. Get vulgar. Let it out. Exclamation points, underline, bold letters. Use the pen as your outlet to release those emotions. A lot of times we don't think we need to do that, but it is so important to tap back in. Don't just sweep them under the carpet and pretend they never happened. It's not going to make them go away. It's just going to mean you're bringing a really heavy carpet into your next relationship. And you're not going to attract the relationship that's going to be really good for you. Okay. So write it all out. Tapping back into that place of pain and anger and sadness and disappointment and frustration. Get it all out. Write it out. Finish. If you feel complete, if there's nothing left, sign your name, FU, and then your name, whatever it is you need to do. Okay, so put that letter aside. Now you're going to start to shift into a little bit of a different place. You've released the anger, you've released the intensity of those emotions, And now I'd like you to shift into a different place of connecting to your heart center, moving up, almost like you're flying on the wings of an eagle and taking that eagle sight, looking down. You're seeing it from a higher perspective. You're able to look down onto the relationship. And what you're going to do from this place of higher perspective is you're going to take responsibility. You're going to be accountable for all of the things that didn't go well in the relationship. Take responsibility. How did things unfold, and how can you be accountable for the way things went? Dear so-and-so, these are the things that I can take accountability for. And perhaps that means, or that looks like, for instance, I take responsibility for the fact that I allowed this to go on as long as I did. I should not have allowed this to continue for as long as I did. Perhaps it looks like I can take responsibility for the fact that I was not fully loving myself in the relationship. I was not feeling my wholeness and coming from a place of wholeness and self-love in the relationship. I was not fully caring for myself in the relationship. You see, you really want to tap into all of the things that you can be responsible for. Because if you're not coming from a place of wholeness and self-love in your relationship, then it's going to be really difficult to find that in your relationship and to expect your partner to reflect anything different back to you. So take responsibility. And sometimes it can be really hard because it seems so obvious who's at fault, right? It's the other person. Oftentimes it is blatantly obvious to everyone who's at fault. However, there are always things that you can take responsibility for. So take a moment to tap back into that place. Elevate your perspective to look down onto the relationship and see exactly what happened, how it unfolded, and take responsibility. Okay, so you're writing all of those things until you feel complete, until you're finished, and now you can set that letter aside. So you've moved through the intensity and the anger and the disappointment and the sadness and the hate. You've shifted to a higher place, looking down on the relationship where you can say, oh, I actually am responsible. I am just as much responsible for the way things ended as you are. So the next step is to shift in deep into your heart center. Deep into your heart center, still connected to that higher place of wisdom, your higher self. From this place, from your heart center, you're going to write all of the things that you can be grateful for. The gifts that that relationship gave you. The moments that you loved that person with all of your heart and the joy you felt in those moments. Those are gifts. And oftentimes, even if the relationship ended tragically, there are gifts at the end of that. That person has come into your life for a reason, and that experience that you had with them was a catalyst for you to be able to see something within yourself that needs healing. There are always gifts in every experience we have. So this is your chance to now be grateful for that person and shift into gratitude, completion, gratitude, wholeness, self-love, understanding. Write down all of the things that you can be grateful for, and once you feel complete, you are complete with the exercise of writing the letters. So now you have your 3 letters. Fold them up. Now I like to add a little offering from nature in the letters that I use in my fire ceremonies. But that's because I study shamanic, in the shamanic realm, shamanic medicine. So for me, I put tobacco or cedar or flowers or something into the letters. And you just want to fold them up. And you fold up these letters and you're going to burn them. I do a more elaborate fire ceremony perhaps, but for wherever you're at, you can do one that's going to be just as effective and just as potent as the fire ceremonies that I do. So you have your 3 letters, the one where you're releasing emotion and anger, the second one where you're taking responsibility, and the third one where you're moving into gratitude. And once you've made your fire, your bonfire outside, what you want to do is just really connect to each and every one of those letters and the energies and the essence of each and every one of those. The first letter that you're going to burn is the first one that you wrote. And as you're burning the letter, just set the intention that that fire energy is going to be transforming those emotions, transforming those energies, then releasing them from your energetic body. In the second letter, the same thing. You're taking responsibility, you're shifting to that higher perspective of the relationship and being accountable. Put it into the fire, release it, transform it, and then connect to that place of gratitude. And when you're connecting to gratitude, really see the relationship as having come to its completion. Feeling its completion, feeling the gifts that it has given you, releasing that relationship, releasing, letting go, bringing completion, wholeness. It's a powerful exercise and it will shift your vibration to allow you to attract love into your life. Attract a healthy, loving relationship into your life. So I just encourage you to use this exercise with your past relationships to help to free your heart, to shift your vibration and be able to attract that incredible soul-infused love into your life. So if you're ready, if you're really ready, then do the exercise, burn those letters in the fire, release it, and open yourself up for magic and miracles to happen in your life. If you have any questions, please do write me and let me know. If you do this exercise, let me know how it goes and how you felt afterwards. And when that love comes into your life after doing this exercise, I would really love to hear about it. I look forward to connecting with all of you, sending you love and abundant blessings. Till next time.